Okay, let's unpack this. Hunters are, they're always looking for better opportunities.
Mm,
And a big part of that is trying to escape the pressure you find on public hunting grounds. It gets so crowded.
right, it can really hurt the experience.
Exactly. So private land leases have become
Yeah.
this go-to solution. And the idea of a daily or a short-term lease, it sounds like the perfect shortcut.
It seems logical, convenient, flexible, maybe even a bargain.
But are they really the dream they appear to be?
And that when you see this fascinating collision between what seems like a simple idea, a short-term commitment, and the actual, practical realities of wildlife management and what makes a hunt successful.
Absolutely. Our deep dive today, which is based on some really great material submitted by a listener, is all about uncovering the real truths about these daily and short-term leases. We want to show how they can actually ruin the hunt and just waste your money.
And we've broken it down into 4 key areas where these agreements, well, they consistently fall short for the dedicated hunter. It's where a promising opportunity really turns into a source of a lot of frustration.
So let's start with the most appealing part, right? The cost.
Or convenience.
Yeah, that's what they scream to hunters. Bargain prices, easy access. But, this is where we have to look a lot closer because looks can be deceiving.
Yeah, it really can. What you're seeing is premium pricing. It's that simple. These short-term leases almost always carry a higher premium.
And why is that?
Well, think about it from the landowner's perspective. They have a much higher turnover rate that drives up their operating costs, their administrative work, and just general upkeep.
Assuming they're even doing the upkeep.
That's the other side of it. Sometimes they don't. Some landowners are just in it to make a quick buck, and they'll, price gouge during peak season because they know people are desperate.
Okay, so let's put some numbers on this. The source material had a really clear example.
It did. Let's say a property leases for the day at $200.
Okay, sounds like a steal for a private spot.
It does on the surface. But now, let's say that same exact property is available to lease for a whole month for, say, $4,000.
Right, so if you do the math on that month-long lease,
it averages out to about $133 a day.
that is a good chunk of money saved, over 30%.
A huge difference. And even if you only plan to hunt, say, 4 or 5 days that month, the longer-term lease gives you better value and, more importantly, better access. That $200 for a single day, you're not paying for the land. You're paying for the transaction.
But what about the hunter who only has one weekend free? Isn't that $200 still their best bet?
It appeals to them for sure, but that hunter is the one who really needs to understand the diminished return on that premium. You're paying top dollar for convenience, but as we're about to see, you often get the lowest quality experience.
And the cost is just the first pitfall.
It's only